Now, Mrs. Lopez brings her findings to the instructional support team. At Sheridan, this team collaborates to make diagnostic decisions and to plan interventions for children with special needs. In addition to Mrs. Lopez, other members of the team are Mrs. Baton, Mrs. Ryan, Wayne Trumbauer, the school principal, Jan Miller, the school counselor, and Jan Larson, the reading specialist. Not all schools will have structured teams like this one. We recommend, however, that a multidisciplinary approach be applied as diagnostic decisions and intervention plans are made.
Okay, so it seems like from the results of the observations that we've done, it seems like Todd works much better when he's actively engaged on a task, when he's getting one-to-one attention. He seems to respond well to that. He also seems to be doing better during times of the day where you're doing language arts types of activities, and seems to have more difficulties with things like math, where it requires sustained attention to detail.
I think in looking at him, and let me refer back to the large group instruction, which was handwriting, where he was very much off task, very impulsive, very disorganized. Even though his work was not done, he was involved in the other children's work, to the point where the one child next to him had to say, "I can do it myself."
And when he's called on it, then after a while, by the end of the day, he's like, "Oh, nobody likes being here. I don't have any friends."
Right. With some of these indicators, Amelia, the low self-esteem that Michelle's alluding to, the fact that he's saying that at times that he feels he doesn't have any friends, with some of these indicators, can we take a look at possibly depression? Maybe we're looking at a child who could be depressed.
At this stage of the assessment, it is particularly important to again consider whether an alternative explanation might better account for Todd's difficulties. Other explanations that would typically be reviewed include the following: environmental factors, problems in the classroom itself, such as inconsistent classroom management, incorrect curriculum placement, psychosocial stressors, such as family disturbance, within-child factors, academic skills deficits, other emotional or behavioral disturbances.
It is not atypical. It's typical for a child that is impulsive and has difficulty following through rules of games, is alienated by other children, to feel a little bit, alienated and have a lower self-esteem. I think that we can anticipate that. In fact, one of the scales that I use specifically addresses issues of depression, and in that particular scale, he scored below the 90th percentile. So he really did not score, significantly high, and that was consistent across settings, both at home and at school. So again, although there might be some issues of being sad because of being alienated, the data at this point does not justify in any of my assessment the child behavior checklist or interviews with a parent does not support depression at this point. Mm-hmm.